Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Champs at Last, the podcast where we just chat shit about wrestling. My name is Andrew, and I wear spectacles. That makes me the brains. Alongside me is Lee, so I guess that makes you the brawn?
Yeah, we'll go with that. What's cracking, mate? You good?
I'm alright, mate. I am pretty good, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, it's been a long week. As you know, I've actually done some work.
I know, shock horror, man.
Legend behold, I have actually done some work this week. Still managed to watch some wrestling though, so it's not been that bad.
You've only been there, what, like 6 months, and you've had like the first solid day graft?
I know. Might quit, mate. Might quit. It's too much for me.
You do know your boss listens to this, right?
Yeah, it's fine. He also encouraged me that I could find new horizons. I mean, he said it in a very encouraging way. He was like, "Oh, I think you could be doing more," but I feel that's more of a "you've outgrown your welcome, son. Anytime you want to think about leaving, won't stand in your way." Some cynical people might think of that, not me.
So he didn't go, Andy, now's your time to fuck off.
Not in so many words, no.
You wait until Packers lose that Super Bowl, and he'll tell you to fuck off.
When I drop my playoff bracket to him tomorrow, that could happen, to be honest. Because I've definitely not got them getting knocked out by the Buccaneers that divisional round.
Seriously, this can be the name in the episode potentially. Fuck Tom Brady.
Oh, totally, but he's winning a 10th ring or whatever he bloody on.
Shut up. Let's just move on.
So with the wrestling I actually did watch, I did finally manage to catch up with NXT on Thursday after work we got out. So it's all right. A little disappointed that we didn't get the fight pit.
Yeah, it turns out that's storyline apparently.
Okay. I mean, fair, the show was still 2 hours. They still managed to fill the time.
Yeah, to be honest, that mixed tag match is a bit pointless.
Yeah. Well, it's actually you saying, I don't know how they're filling the time. Johnny's just vamping currently. And then Shotzi came out with a huge dick and shot Austin Theory in the dick. Or sorry, the Ghoulies.
Yeah, the Ghoulies. Jesus.
The most English thing ever said on NXT UK. NXT is the Ghoulies. Amazing. And then I was like, does Kushida really need to come out now? Oh, okay, we're going to have a tag. Fair enough. It did, however, then set up a Dusty Rhodes Classic for women as well. And just before that, I did think, why don't they just make Candice and Indy sort of thing? I was like, oh shit, here we go. So that could be my pick, I think, to win that Women's Dusty Classic.
Is that because you can't make 7 of the female teams up?
Are they going to have 7?
It's going to be a slog, put it that way.
I'm not sure they're going to get to that many. I know they said they've got a wealth of talent, but I still don't feel they'll do that. They'll have it like bloody, was it Elimination Chamber or whatever you may be watching? They had that number 1 contenders. No, it wasn't Elimination Chamber. We had the first Elimination Chamber match.
The Survivor Series, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it must have been because it was just before Survivor Series. Yeah, it'll be like that, but we'll just have the tournament. So they'll have 6 people going to 8 rounds. I'm like, what? So it'll be something like that.
To be honest, I thought the Women's Dusty Classic is going to be completely fucking pointless.
It might be a good chance to highlight people like Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go down that route.
I couldn't name any other actual tag team down there, to be honest.
So you know what I'm going to go with is Xia Li and that weird mafia boss. That should be a tag team.
Never tag him in. I'm not sure if it's a bloke now, you know. I don't know.
Either way, just freaky as fuck.
I loved it. As soon as it said next, I was waiting for the week to turn up, you know. And it was like, no, let me now. I was like, sweet, man. Xia Li's going to straight up murder someone. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, you know,
She's
in
holding
the
back because this isn't a real fight, Lee. Like, she's holding back when she's kicking that woman.
in the world of
Oh, my
WWE,
word.
murder's fine.
Woof. But you set someone on fire on fucking prime time Monday nights. So why not?
Yeah, but luckily no one's watching.
Good job, no one's bloody watching. See Drew McIntyre on his arse. Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus
But yeah,
Christ.
we're not talking about that bollocks. I would
Yeah.
much rather talk about.
Oh no, we will talk about that bollocks because it's glorious bollocks.
It wasn't Bob Roode.
I'd rather it was Bob Roode and Bill.
Yeah,
Gates.
I would rather have watched Bob Roode versus Drew McIntyre for sure. Yeah. No, I think my match of this week might be a little controversial considering we had Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly too. I'm actually going to go Damian Priest versus Karrion Cross. I thought it was an absolute banger.
I enjoyed both.
Two
Really
big
enjoyed
guys,
both.
just good big guys wrestling, and actually wrestling is good. And considering the main event you're going to make me talk about shortly,
Yeah.
to actually see two big guys wrestling, quite a
Yeah.
novelty, if I'm honest.
Oh, you saw two old guys wrestling, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
I did see two old guys wrestling. One of them wasn't that old. It was two old wrestlers in two different matches. Because I did look up the ages this time. Just curious.
Jesus Christ.
I needed to, man. It's weird.
But yeah, I had Balor versus O'Reilly as much of the night, and that's not a knock on Cross versus Priest.
I totally agree. Yeah, I've got no problems with your decision there.
But to be honest, the last woman standing match as well.
Oh my word, that took one hell of a turn. I mean, straight up from handcuffing her to the barricade, just ripping that chain off to the spot through the announce table.
No, it wasn't.
To then get up from that, to then smash through a door.
It wasn't quite through the announce table. It was the back.
Oh my word! Yes, sorry. Yeah, the first one. Oh my word!
Honestly, that made my skin crawl.
Oh, a person's back should not bend that way. Oh,
I was like, no.
crikey.
I was like, no, this isn't for me.
Yeah, that was rough.
And then also, classic NXT. Let's put someone through a door.
Yeah, works for me.
I mean, it was just great. Locking Dakota Kai in a locker.
That worked for me also.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Good storytelling.
Boy.
Good storytelling.
Dirty boy.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Good storytelling.
With a
If
bit
she
of
happens
peril,
to be
don't
in
you?
peril, we can only thank Mr. William Regal.
He doesn't write the show, mate.
Don't break kayfabe. Jesus Christ, Lee, ruining my childhood here.
He's never once said in kayfabe, not even writes the show.
I'm sorry, hold up. You're telling me that when I watch those credits and it comes up written by Mr. William Regal, like, that's a dream. That doesn't actually happen.
What NXT show are you watching with his credits?
Hold up. Your NXT doesn't have credits. Mine finishes with the little symbol and then it comes up, written by, produced, directed by Mr. William Regal, Esquire. That's what it says every time.
Not Stephen Regal.
No, it's moved on. It's no longer a man's man. It's a new world now, Lee. Come on.
Oh. Did you have to mention it's a new world?
Yeah, this world is fucking burning. But still, yes. So, shall we get down to the main talk point of this evening, where we continue our great return to 2002?
Oh, I love the optimism in your voice here.
Are we in May of 2002 now?
We are in May 2002, May 19th.
May 19th, indeed. Judgment Day from Nashville, Tennessee, and the Gaylord Entertainment Center.
At the Gaylord Entertainment Center.
Said with no irony, in the most American way possible, the Gaylord Entertainment Center. Fantastic.
Have you done your research on this arena?
I know that it is no longer called the Gaylord Entertainment Center.
Well, you knew my next question.
which disappointed me, to be honest.
What is it called now?
I will tell you what that is called. It is now the Bridgestone Arena, I believe.
Terrible name.
And I have to assume it's where the Nashville Predators play.
Terrible. I preferred the Gaylord Entertainment Centre, to be honest.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, he got my attention, so
It's
therefore his
evocative.
job done.
Exactly. Wait, let's go in. I'm going to the Bridgestone Tire Arena. Nah. It's not like it's the Chick-fil-A one. That's a good one. Where's the other one? Oh, didn't they come out like the Dunkin' Donuts Arena or something? There've been some terrible names. The Home Depot one, that always gets me. Jesus, they're terrible now.
Hang on, which one's the one you went to in Portland? Or did it have a regular name?
Well, I went to a soccer game in Portland.
Yeah. What was that called?
It's like the Providence Park or something.
Because the Chargers used to play at the StubHub Arena.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible. To be honest, the Staples Center isn't great when you think what the actual sponsor is. It's an actual great name for. I think I like the Staples Center. That's actually pretty good. But it's Staples. It's odd. But by the way, I feel like we've digressed into a more simpler time of the early 2000s where you could call your stadiums by normal names. It's also a time where you could just go to a bar in New York and just watch a pay-per-view. That whole concept just seems so weird to me.
What? The fact that they had fans enough to go to a bar and watch it?
Well, yes, to be fair, that's part of it. The fact that you could just pick a random year and the bar was called World, I believe. So it wasn't even like WWE, sorry, and it is now WWE. Get the F out of here.
Yeah.
It's not like it was actually their world, so it wasn't their bar. So
the
NBA experience or something where you'd go there for that very reason. It was just
you do realise it's owned by WWF.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't really advertised like that.
Yeah, they changed the name like just before, I think, because it was WWF World.
Okay.
And then it got changed to World, and then it got brought out by someone else. I may have been there. I don't know.
It looked a little bit like the Hard Rock.
Yeah, I thought that, but that must have already been there.
I would have assumed that already existed, yeah. So yeah, I felt that was just a bit weird. I could never imagine us just thinking here, like, oh, should we just go to a bar and watch it? No. I'll just either go to the Gaylord Entertainment Centre. I'd rather try and get tickets and just go, or just watch on TV like normal people.
I mean, like every year we get the opportunity to go to a nightclub and watch WrestleMania, and every year I politely turn it down.
Yeah, and when they try and cram in SummerSlam as well, because it's the summer, people might actually want to go out and stuff. Yeah, still no, thank you, because it will be 3:00 in the morning. And I'll have to hang around with drunk people. Some people who might be asleep because fair play, and just no, thank you. No.
Yeah.
But those people who did stick around, whether it was in the arena or at home or at the World, first matchup, man, I didn't like the fact the champ had to come out first.
Standard.
It's quite a theme in this pay-per-view, if I'm honest. At least until the main event. Pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Eddie Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam. I believe for the second pay-per-view in a row.
It was.
And for the second pay-per-view in a row, probably one of the better matches on there. It was very close on this one.
I preferred this to the Backlash match.
Agreed. I thought this one was an absolute banger.
I was like, just a good fast-paced match.
RVD.
Perfect match for an opener.
Oh, yeah. RVD is fucking over. Oh, my God. So over.
Eddie's a fucking great heel now.
Brilliant.
It makes RVD get more over.
Oh, So I wrote down unbelievable workers. RVD looks so strong. Eddie using his Latino heel tactics for the win. That's exactly kind of how it went. I was thinking it's a good storyline. Both superstars playing out their characters, putting on the match that you want out of these two. Absolute banger. And actually, your opening match, I'm thinking, cool. So we might get a good card here. I kind of liked it. So yeah, all round pluses for me there. I could watch that
Also,
match all day.
just a shout out for Eddie's mullet. Oh, it was glowing.
Oh, mullets. What mullet? I'm going to try and get it right now. It's a hard word to say. Mulletino heat, something like that. Is that right?
Yep.
Those signs are on there. Oh, and I just point out all the signs I believe were grammatically correct this time round.
Thank you, Buzz Killington.
I'm sorry, did you not laugh last week when I pointed that out to you?
True.
You know, when I'd been. Jesus Christ, that was fun. So good. And then it moved into a little backstage segment with
Oh my god.
testifying.
So, first thing I'm going to say is Vince taking part in a prayer really made me fucking laugh. Because a few years later, he was challenging God to a wrestling fight.
Yeah. During that prayer, he's also very thirstily checking out about 22-year-old Stacy Keibler, probably. This was also, I think, the first time that I'd come across Deacon Batista.
Yes.
He hadn't featured previously. And fuck me, he's dull.
I put, he looks like a child.
It's very weird. Yeah, like a child in his dad's suit.
Yeah.
Although the child is near 7 foot tall and like his dad's probably barely 5 or something. Like, it was the opposite way round of stature, but it had that concept to it. Fucking terrible.
Thing is though, I really like Devon's character.
Oh, testify.
It's a fucking fantastic heel. I don't know why it didn't get over. I mean, Batista's probably thankful that character never got over.
Yeah, because then it meant he got to become Bautista. Or Blue Tista. Many other of the iterations of Easters that he's been.
Did enjoy the Blue Tista.
Blue Tista was fucking hilarious, to be honest.
That was just a one night wonder as well. He quit the next day.
I think he needed to. Fuck me.
the internet memes are too much for him. He just had to go.
Yeah, this wasn't the easy days of 2002, where there wasn't really the internet. However, everybody had a website. It's what I love about WWE at this time is that everybody had a website.
Yeah, well, the internet was relatively still on the way up in that point.
Oh, it was certainly in its infancy. There would have been no social media or anything for it, so you could just do whatever you wanted. And no one was really going to find out. And then they would just go on your website and I assume just find out things like your favourite food and or height and stuff.
It wouldn't have even been that. It would have just been kayfabe to fuck.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking terrible. This all led, finally, I think, then to Stacey's actual match. But was a championship match against Trish Stratus, whom again also came out first. So that's 2 out of 2 matches so far. The champ has come out first.
Yeah, and that one kind of made sense, though. Kind of.
Sure, but still no. You had that backstage stuff before. She might as well just come straight out. The crowd already know that's going to happen.
Yeah, but 2002, mate. It was just style. Yeah. It was just style at the time.
Sure. Dog shit match.
Oh, atrocious. But to be honest, Stacey was never trained as a wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, God bless Trish for doing her best. Because dog shit match.
I mean, the thing is, Trish wasn't exactly a stellar worker at that point either.
No, but again, God bless Trish for
Yeah.
managing to get through that match. Was that her actual finisher though?
Well, the ball,
yeah.
The ball, no.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
it was her finisher was kind of like a run up the ropes, then into a bulldog, I believe.
Yeah,
It might have been called
look right.
Stratisfaction.
Yeah, it didn't feel right when I was watching. I was like,
They probably didn't trust Stacey Keibler to take the move.
Oh, it fit the match perfectly. I wasn't that bothered about the actual finish, Lee. I was just happy that Trish won. I wasn't blindsided like fucking last month. Jesus Christ, stupid old Hogan.
Yeah, but what would have made you more pissy? Stacey Keibler winning the women's belt at 22, or Hulk Hogan winning the WWE belt
at 49.
I was going to say 79 for comedic effect, but yeah, why not?
No, Lee, no. I would like to just point out his actual age of 49.
And the thing is, that sounds relatively young by today's standards, but he was moving like a 70-year-old man at that.
The worst. The worst. Yeah. And then, to be fair, Bubba then came out, and that shit with Devon and Deacon Batista lasted longer than the actual match itself did.
Oh, just let them have a match in that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's almost on the table, though.
I mean, they didn't really explain why Trish and Stacey were in a pay-per-view match, to be fair.
No, because we do have to point out that we are just watching the pay-per-views. I mean, I'm certainly not watching Raw and SmackDown in between these.
Because also, Trish won the belt from Jazz at some point.
Exactly.
And then somehow Stacey Keibler managed to wiggle her way into a title shot. Maybe because she was Vince's assistant.
I was just about to say that. I think he may have thrown his weight around a little bit there. Says, yeah, of course you can. You know, you could be my assistant. I'll give you a title shot. Yeah, that sort of bollocks. Yeah, probably.
Shall we move on to the next segment?
We should. I hope that we get some sort of cross-brand feud between Devon and Bubba as we continue.
I don't think we do, to be fair.
For fuck's sake. Why am I getting invested in this? God. It's the worst, man. Can't believe
if they did, I can't remember it.
Mate, I'm going to forget by next week. Don't worry about it.
So probably not going to be that good. But the next
Imagine you have to wait all the way till Survivor Series. That's the fucking headliner we forgot. They set it up there. Bubba versus Devon. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so then we move on to the continuation of the saga of the Hardy Boys versus Brock Lesnar.
But you've actually missed out the Ric Flair segment with Vince.
Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, I didn't put that in my notes. I don't think I gave a shit about that.
Because Ric Flair is now heel because he turned on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Somewhat.
If I'm honest, I don't think I made notes because it all became too confusing for me.
Somewhat aligning himself with the NWO, but not actually siding with the NWO, which is probably the best move Vic's ever done.
And yet we will get to a little bit of that after this match.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, like, Vince still kind of hates Flair, but they're both heel. Interesting.
Just
Let's
two old
move on.
blokes.
Yeah, just two old blokes chatting shit.
Yeah. Ric Flair is 53.
With Arn, another old bloke.
Yeah, but Arn just seems a little bit cuddlier. He just stands there and does fuck up.
He does that now in AEW, to be fair.
Yeah, he's got a clipboard now, hasn't
he? He's got a play sheet, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's offensive coordinator now, isn't
he? Because that's what all wrestlers need, is a fucking playbook. Jesus Christ, Arn.
Yeah, so that does, however, lead into Brock Lesnar versus Hardy Boys. I know, I haven't finished yet. Because Brock Lesnar has destroyed Matt Hardy in the interim. So after destroying Jeff at Whatever pay-per-view you maybe want to
No,
start Backlash.
he destroyed Matt before Backlash.
Oh, okay.
Then
Oh,
destroyed
sorry, yes, he did. And that's why,
Jeff
because
at
later
Backlash.
he was injured, then that. Then he beat up Matt again, I believe. And that
Yeah.
weird little thing
Then
there.
Lita broke a neck recording, I'm going to say Alias, I think it was.
Jesus Christ, there's a 2002 reference there for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Jessica Alba's Alias? Is it Jessica Alba?
You would have to be the one to answer that question, Andrew.
It's fine. People can write in if I'm wrong.
I'll post Andrew's address up online.
Yep. Well, I mean, they can't come round to my house anyway, so may as well.
Because we don't
It'd be
have
nice to get some post.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Joe will send you a card again.
Oh, don't worry. I've got a plan to get him back. Don't you worry. So that then sets up for this pay-per-view, because this feud is in no way over. Because instead, Paul Heyman's like, fucking hell, fine, lads. We'll give you one more match. And I'm thinking, well, the two of us are going to beat Lesnar easy on his own. Oh, you're mad. Handicap match, yeah, we'll definitely take Lesnar. Paul's like, nah, son, I have been working out. I've been running the ropes. This friendship I've got with Brock works both ways. I help him out of the ring, all his promo stuff. He helps me in the ring. So you know what? We're going to make this a tag match. In comes Paul Heyman. I wasn't sure how much he was actually going to do. I totally just assumed he was going to stand there and it was going to be a handicap match. Because the whole thing was going, why would Brock ever tag him in?
Why would he ever need to?
Yeah, just like, why would he? I think, but he does tag him in at some point. Just
at the end.
Oh yeah, then he tagged himself in to get the win, which I love, to be honest.
Classic heel work.
It was pretty good. There wasn't much to write home about with the match. It worked much the same as last month.
See, I love Brock in this match. He sold like a beast.
Okay. I think I, again, was already sold on the finish. Like, I knew he was going to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to have that disbelief for it. I was like, well, Brock's going to win eventually across this stuff. So,
but it's so weird, like looking back at him back in 2002, where he's somewhat selling. He can actually work in the ring.
He's got good matches.
And then, like,
genuinely looking forward to seeing him in other ones.
18 years forward, he's like suplex, F5. I'm going home.
On this plane, out of Saudi, all you other suckers, you can stay here.
Yeah. There's like, I'm not turning up on SmackDown tomorrow. You'll see you later.
Yeah, okay, SmackDown. Look, yes.
So I didn't mind the match. It's a solid mid-card match.
Oh yeah. Right now, I'm still not bored with this card. Like, I'm still interested in the show so far.
Not yet.
Oh, we're getting close. We are getting close. Then we move on to another Ric Flair segment, sort of, because Booker T has just become the newest member of the NWO and was inducted by Ric Flair, which, like I said, I thought was weird.
Yeah.
But as you just explained to me, he was in some way along with them, but I don't know. Who gives a shit? Either way, Booker T comes on and is now a member of the NWO. He's chatting with who gives a shit. To then, just a mysterious woman shows up. And boy, does Booker T like her. Oh my word. He is hollering. He's not even been subtle. He's been less subtle than Vince McMahon was. He may as well have just gone, girl, turn around and show me that rump. I want to take a look at it.
Fuck's sake, you just said a rump.
I did. As soon as I started the sentence, that is the word that came to me. Thinking, I'm not pulling out, I'm going to say rump. Amazing.
Did you have to use a phrase and not pulling out as well?
No, that was just happened naturally. However, what I loved was the fact she's been all sexy and that, and obviously trying to lead him on and everything. And then she walks away from him, and she walks away like a woman who's never used her legs before in her life. And that just ruined all of it for me. I was then like, nah. Thought she was sexy about 5 seconds ago. Now she's walking. Oh, she should have had some training in those heels or something. Or whether she got nervous, I don't know. She thought, I've got to make this look sensual or something. And she walked, and she just absolutely mauled it. It was terrible.
So what I've gathered from this bit is you're willing to offer lessons for people that struggle to walk in heels.
I mean, they can ask me. I wouldn't necessarily be any good at it myself, but I'd have a go.
I mean,
But yeah, if I can make some money out of it, leave there, yes. Of course it will. No money back guarantees. You don't get any refunds. Just, here we go. I'll sashay down here for you. There you go.
And you can do it via Zoom call as well.
Yeah, I'll get the money up front via PayPal or something. What I also really enjoyed about that segment, and it's the second segment that's had this, bear in mind, in the entire debut, I think there are only 2 backstage segments such as this. So Booker T's and Devon's.
Yeah.
And Judgment Day, their whole thing is like a cowboy sort of stuff, right? Western theme. A lot of nooses, a lot of lynching around, right?
Yeah.
So what do they have as a background while interviewing 2 black guys on the roster?
Yeah. I've got this written down as well.
So very weird. Yeah. Really quite prominent. Just say, a couple of nooses dangling from the rafters.
3 nooses.
Oh my word. And there's just Booker T. Just, it didn't look good. I mean, it didn't look good with Devon as he's dressed as a, priest. Oh God. Yeah. It
was a different time.
I think he should do it again now.
Yeah, but it still should never have been there in the first place, even in 2002.
I didn't really understand the theme anyway, because none of the rest of the show was that. None of the matches in any way were this sort of Western theme. Oh my God. It's so weird.
Yeah. Undertaker's a dead cowboy. I think that's pretty much his gimmick at the time.
Jesus Christ, yes. You have to remind me of that match is to come. So I'm still interested in this pay-per-view because, to be honest, I find Booker T entertaining. Yeah. I want to see where he's going to end up with this woman because I'm pretty sure it's going to be funny. And sure enough, it will be. Then we get a little backstage. Well, no, it's not backstage. It's like a little vignette to get me caught up with the whole Stone Cold, Ric Flair, Big Show bollocks. That obviously started from Rick screwing over Steve in the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Gotta say, Lynn didn't care 1 iota. 0 fucks given. Yeah.
To be honest, it was a good video package. It hit all the key points so you knew the story going into it.
Yeah.
It saved me watching 4 weeks of television that I've never even thought of. In fact, no, I did watch 1 episode about, no, I can't do this, I'll end up killing myself.
It was rough.
First thing I'm going to point out is Big Show's hair.
Good hair. Strong.
And also, is this the start of the Big Show, let's have him heel, let's have him face, let's have him heel? I think this is the starting point. I think the ball gets rolling pretty much in 2002.
So we say, what's up to Big? And you're not sure whether he's going to say, oh, yeah, how are you, mate? Or he's going to come with a, what the fuck are you talking to? You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Show.
To be honest, Flair can still work. That's quite clear. It's a very good promo. The only gimmick has now run its course. Like it just limits his character now. It should have just been Flair versus Austin. It would have been a much more interesting match.
Yeah, but he's a 53-year-old man. So they obviously need someone else to carry a little bit of the load. He was
but he also
sweating as soon as he got there.
he also carried on working for another.
Oh, mate, I'm
5
aware.
years?
I'm not saying he should have done. And I've got to say, it was the worst stunner I've ever seen. And you saying Rick's a good worker,
Whoa.
sell that for shit.
If you want to see the worst stunner,
Okay, that might have been a bit of hyperbole, but
no,
so far,
but I saw this earlier today, which made me laugh. You need to YouTube or Google whatever you wish to do. Stone Cold Steve Austin stunning Linda McMahon.
oh, I've seen that.
Jesus,
I've seen that.
that's the worst stunner in the world.
I know, it's pretty good. I do enjoy that.
And it only got brought to my attention because Stone Cold was promoting his latest series of his show on USA Network. And someone went, "What's the worst stunner you ever give someone?" And he was like, "The Linda McMahon one."
Yeah, hands
He was
down,
like,
Linda McMahon.
yeah.
Because I think he would have probably killed her if he'd have done it for real.
I mean, to be honest, it probably runs in the family because Steph can't take one, Linda can't take one, Vince can't take one.
I've seen Vince take a couple of okay ones.
Oh, I know he can't, man.
He's pretty good at getting kicked in the balls. He's okay at that bit. But I've got to say that Rick did not sell that stunner at all. Like, it was fucking terrible. I thought it was a sloppy match. Didn't like it.
Yeah. Austin's on a bit of a downfall here, so
I don't like where this is going because I feel that I'm going to be that person who is going to be alienated from all the people he's ever met, not just his actual friends, Lee, all the people he's probably ever met, by saying, I don't really like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
To be honest, he won't be much of an issue for you going forwards. I think you might get one more pay-per-view out of him. Maybe.
I think he might be in vengeance. I may have looked a little bit forwards. I feel that it might be in his picture on him.
Because the next one's King of the Ring, right?
It is indeed.
Yeah, I think Austin's gone by that point, to be fair. Yeah. Because he didn't want to lose to Brock in a qualifying match, so he took his ball and went home.
Okay, fair play. I feel like you should be telling this like next week once I've watched it and I go, what the fuck happened? But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's have some context going in. So.
But to be honest, WWE never bring it up, so, you know. They mention it the first night and Raw and that he's gone home, and that's it. Job done.
Brilliant. That's all they need to do.
You know, classic WWF, WWE booking of he never fucking existed.
Yeah.
Until now bringing back many years later to bizarrely run like a weird mobile phone opening for Raw. That's right, I'm talking about Hulk Hogan.
No.
Jesus.
I would much rather talk about Kurt Angle versus Edge in a hair versus hair match. I've got to say, that I'm on a downer now. My energy for this pay-per-view has been sucked out by that handicap match.
Right. Because Edge versus Angle is a great match.
It was, but
I've got it down as match of the night here.
Nah, it won't better than Eddie Guerrero versus RVD for me.
Right, what you need to do is go back and just watch that match on his own when you've got some energy.
No, that's fine. No, I had to kind of watch it, but the fact that it was also hair versus hair. Right. Kurt's already bald, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. See, this is my problem with it.
Oh, come on. I don't really enjoyed when they said, oh, this is what they look like if they're bald. I'm like, that's Kurt Angle. I mean, you could take a picture of Kurt Angle from now and go, I mean, he was absolutely perfect. It was exactly what he would look like bald, because he does. That is it. He was bonkers.
So it wasn't like it was like me versus Sully in a hair versus hair match. You're like, this could go either way.
One dude who has so much hair it's untrue. To a man who, I mean, he's going both. You could see it.
I mean,
weird.
Part of me did want Edge to lose, just to, you know.
Yeah, I sit there and go, oh, what if they actually made Edge lose? Did I miss like a little bit where Edge was bald for a bit. Especially watching it, it could have happened, I suppose.
Just trying to convince herself that Edge had a shaved head at some point.
Yeah, they were going, did he? I mean, he might have done. Maybe he did lose this. I really enjoyed the sweet spear taken by the ref. Like, fair play, mate. Took that solid.
I enjoyed the do you know where he had him tied up in the ropes?
Yes.
And then hit him with a spear.
Yep.
And then right after, Kurt just suplexed him over the top rope.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a fucking great spot.
No, it was a good match. I felt it was a little overlong. So many near falls. It was like watching the Johnny Gargano match from like 2 years ago. Insane amount of near falls.
See,
crazy.
I didn't think the match was too long. I thought the segments afterwards.
Oh yes.
It.
Considering I have afterwards of at least an hour later, he shaves his head.
Yeah,
Jesus
Christ. It's like just do it right after the match. Just get it done.
The fact they have all these near falls and then it's a win that's death by roll up.
Yeah, I mean some of the near falls were great as well.
Yeah, and they just felt a little bit of a flat finish, and then but they almost restarted the match. I didn't get it. I sort of missed a little bit, and then they almost insinuated the restart, and I was like, what? I don't know. Something seemed a bit weird. They had like another 30 seconds.
So, do you want to go and talk about your favourite segment on the show?
It's fucking class. I'd also like to point out when Kurt does finally get his haircut at King of the Ring, the clippers don't fucking work.
No.
They waited all that time. He's pretending to cut his hair because the clippers aren't fucking working. And the bumbling barber that comes in goes, shit, they're not working. I tried these ones are charged. Fucking moron. He had one job to do that job.
Yeah, but the way he was fucking holding the shavers, I was like gashing at his head.
Yeah, that was fine. Because at least that was just the clippers. As soon as I saw him get the shaving cream out and then to have an actual wet shave with a fucking cutthroat razor, if I'd have been Kurt, I'm like, nah, son. He's literally going to cut my head. I'm not real bladed. It's 2002. Come on.
I'm pretty sure Kurt said in an interview afterwards that he was pretty horrific. Like, he did actually cut his head as well.
I'm not surprised. Fuck.
You know, Edge isn't a trained barber to my knowledge.
I'm not sure the type was either.
They should have brought back Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Brilliant.
Yeah. You know, his mates with Hogan. Probably would have worked. Yes. Probably needing the money.
So my favourite bit was a returning Booker T. Now we find him in a hotel room, I have to assume. Oh yeah, well, because she gave him the hotel key. Delightful.
Yeah.
So a neighbouring hotel, the Gaylord Entertainment Centre, is where we find Booker T with this lovely young lady, and he comes out the bathroom. It's like, yeah, get under the covers, fully clothed. Oh, that's raunchy. I love how far are we allowed to go? So they're allowed to be raunchy, but at the end of the day, they're not actually allowed to just show these two just fucking, they're not actually allowed to show that. So just very politely get fully clothed under the covers for us, please. And then the lights go off. Of course, it's pitch black.
Yep.
Because that's how it works. As soon as lights go off, there's no lights in the world.
Well, she didn't like doing it in the light with the light on, so fair enough. Booker being a gentleman was like, yep.
If I'm honest, I'm not sure I could look at Booker's gurning face at me. If that's what he's going to get down to. I'm like, I feel like he'd shake his head a lot. His head could be going everywhere. Nah, too much movement for me. I couldn't have sex with Booker T.
What have you thought about having sex with Booker T?
Far too off-putting for me. But then, I tell you what, I was a little bit more interested. So I was thinking, can we like not go back to the baby. I want to see how this plays out. Cheeky Goldust is there. I'm thinking, all right, this evening has taken a turn for the better. Goldust is one freaky ass dude. I was interested in where this was going, not just at that time. Just, I want to see where that goes. Are they trying to become a tag team? Don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it for me.
Yeah, you can enjoy it.
But yeah, I thought that was great. And then the fact that we then just got to see Booker T's ass. The fact that that's how he pulled his pants down. That's how he's ready. He just got his arse out. He just got his arse out ready. I haven't been that excited to see someone's arse since we were on a plane, possibly to Vegas. And
Jesus Christ! I know what you're saying.
Where we were watching. Oh my God! What was the show called?
I don't know, but it was good for like a season or two.
Pretty good. Yeah, and we got to see Don Cheadle's arse within the first scene of this TV show. If I remember what TV show it is, we'll post that somewhere.
Well, what was funny is you just nudging me, going
something called House of Lies. Someone said, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It was called House of Lies.
Oh my God!
Okay. And you just nudging me into a 7-hour flight.
Yep.
And I was like, I pretty much want you to die right now, Andrew. So what are you doing nudging me? Turn around and you're just now smiling at me insanely. Good, look, Don Cheadle's ass.
Hey, all three of us watched it on that flight.
And then we watched it immediately, pretty much all at the same time at that point.
It was class. So yeah, that's why I also then enjoyed that segment. So it was good. So yeah, I'm now a little bit more back in the pay-per-view. I'm back up. That's got me in. Especially if then we're getting Y2J versus Triple H. The video package for that was very convoluted for me. I was all over the place. And I was just like, I don't care, just give me the match. I'm already sold. I don't really care kind of what's come about it. And then in the Hell in a Cell, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm in. Okay. I guess I like this match. It's a little underrated for me. I can't.
Bearing in mind,
workers.
I didn't even remember this being a Hell in a Cell match, and you can pretty much remember all of them.
Sure.
I text our friend Sully going, do you remember this being a thing? And he was like, I remember the match at Mania, don't remember the Hell in a Cell match.
Okay.
Like, it was okay. But also, I believe that match ended Timmy White's career as a referee.
I'm not surprised, man.
Because he did his shouldering when Jericho threw him into the cage.
It's fucking crazy. I was watching there and I was like, fair play, lad. And then Mike Chioda up there like a fucking boss on top of the cage. There's only one ref who could do that now. You know.
Go on, say his name.
Trade words. You know he's the only ref right now who could do that spot still.
But he would be jumping off the cage and getting himself over.
Oh, I mean, he'd be praying that he'd be the one falling through the cage like Mankind. He'd find out for Earth. I
really liked the stuff on the top of the cage. That was decent. And the match ended up there as well, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why the ref had to go up there. I think that's how the spot. So I think that kind of brought me back. I did like it. I also really enjoyed that it was just a DDT. They went to the Spanish announce table. Well, they didn't do anything special. It was just a DDT, and they fucking obliterated that table. I really enjoyed the Spanish guys who just sat there. But JR and King stand up as soon as they come anywhere near him. I'm like, lads, they ain't coming for your table. We all know how this goes. The Spanish lads, when he Carlos Cabrera, he still just sat there.
Was it Hugo Sanchez Sevilla as well?
Yes.
He's the one who always does the falling off his chair spot.
Amazing.
Like that's the one spot he books himself.
He didn't do it.
Because I can't remember whose book it was in, but it might have been one of Mick Foley's books. So he said basically he is a massive mark. He loves it.
Oh, I bet he is.
So like whenever he can put himself in like a little spot, he's all over it.
Great. So no, I like that match. I thought it was okay.
But it doesn't rank up there as one of the great Hell in a Cell matches.
Oh no, probably not.
It's not one I'm particularly going to go back and watch, put it that way.
Okay, fair enough. For what
Can
else was on this pay per view? I was like, yeah, it's okay. Go on.
Can I talk about the next little segment?
As long as that next segment is Tori Wilson on David Maven at World, then yes.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what is she doing with Maven? I mean, the conversation must be dull as fuck.
And
I was like,
again, why would anyone just go there to like? I don't understand the concept of why you just go to that theme bar to watch a fucking pay per view WWE. You wouldn't. I don't see. It's not like football. But when they're the games on and stuff, I don't think your attention's going to be held for that long for it.
If it's a wrestling theme bar, then you're both wrestling fans because obviously you're employed by the WWE. It makes sense to go to said bar.
Oh yeah, first. No, you definitely wouldn't go unless they're paying for it. Actually,
I mean,
never doing that. Even pay for it now.
Maven looks cheap, so he's probably after the discount.
True.
No. But yeah, I was like, oh, what happened to Tajiri? What happened there?
Oh yeah. I mean, he was a terrible boyfriend. He would never have taken her to the world.
No. You wouldn't have gone there. Too classy.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like a Buffalo Wild Wings now.
Oh. In fairness, when I went to the theatre there, I was opposite the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, no, that's where we met.
Yeah, because you guys were going to go there for dinner, but you went to that steakhouse and said you went for a very romantic evening at the steakhouse.
Yeah.
You went to a romantic evening at the steakhouse while I'm hanging out at a Broadway musical, and then we all go to a gay sports bar. Fucking class day that was. Oh,
yeah, it was.
I got hammered at that bar.
Yeah, because you hadn't eaten.
Yeah, you pay on your bloody steak dinner. There's me, I had nothing. But I was like, yeah, screw it, we'll still go. Couple of drinks there. Now we're going to leave.
And then someone from RuPaul's Drag Race helped me get to the toilet in a gay bar.
See, I don't think I was in any fit state to have you.
No,
I don't drinks by then, but
you and Matt were too scared in that point. To be fair,
no, I was trying to get beverages.
Yeah, because we said it was your round.
Yeah,
I don't know how we figured that one. Maybe because we were 4 drinks deep and we're like someone else can get the next one.
No, I have to assume so. Technically, I hadn't bought a drink yet, and then we had to leave because I was probably one more drink away from actually doing the karaoke. So I felt that we had to leave there. But anyway, we digress. But actually, it kind of follows on because we do now get on to Chuck and Billy, the notoriously possibly gay tag team, for the second pay-per-view in a row. And yes, the champs do come out first. And this time it was just a match against Rikishi and a mystery partner. And if I'm honest,
which is why they come out first.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
Kind of immediately, I was going going, oh god, they're going to make it fucking me, come on, man. And then, yeah, cool, it's Rico. Plus, it was a Teddy Long match. So.
I didn't even notice that because I was too busy typing on my phone going, this match is already terrible.
I can't believe that. Why did they book it this way? To be honest, fuck it. Surely the Maven versus Tori thing was a little bit the calm down. Let it go. Just have the main event. Why do we have to have this stupid shit in between? Don't they? Just need to.
Yeah. I was a bit annoyed that they put the belts on Rikishi and Rico.
Oh, I had so many piles in this because why didn't Rico just tag himself in? I know he can't lie down for the 3 because Rikishi will come in and break the pin up. But he could easily just get in a sleeper hold and tap out. Like Rikishi can't stop that. You know? He doesn't even have to go into any actual submission, just a sleeper hold. Do you want to continue? He goes, no. Oh shit, you boys have lost. That match could be over in seconds. Stupid. I'm literally not buying it at all. Terrible. Fucking terrible.
And this is why I want you watching Ruthless Aggression, the pay-per-views.
So fucking stupid.
Mainly not for your enjoyment, but for mine.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying a lot of it so far. Especially as now the main event is, well, number one contender Taker versus still champ Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Just weird. However, I did really enjoy the showing Taker hog-tying Hogan to the back of his motorcycle and then just dragging him around the arena. That I thought was absolutely class. Him just skid along that carpet. I was going, surely they must have burnt the shit out of him. His arse must be red raw. I don't know, about 3 pairs of trousers on or something. Because he is absolutely razzing across that carpet. It's brilliant. And then the concrete then just slams him into the fucking wall. I did really enjoy that. Really cartoonish, just slamming into some shit. But that was disappointing.
As I was saying to you before we recorded, for some reason my notes didn't transfer over on this match.
Oh, don't worry, mate. I've got you.
And I can't remember a fucking thing of it, so
don't worry, I've got you.
Have the floor.
Taker comes out. Now, if you remember, Lee, I said to you, I can't believe that Taker came out to fucking Limp Bizkit's Rolling.
Yeah.
This pay-per-view, he doesn't come out to that. I'm confused as fuck.
Was it just some generic music?
I feel like it was.
Weird.
Yeah. So I have no idea where
Edge still come out to Rob Zombie earlier.
Yeah. Exactly.
Once again, Andrew, great track. Please go ahead with your Taker versus Hogan review.
I don't remember why does Hogan attack Vince during the match? That seems.
Vince was trying to help Taker.
Okay.
That is roughly the story.
Okay. Any particular reason? Is he just his guy at the moment?
Yeah, Taker is a Vince guy.
Okay.
Which, you know, it's not far from the truth.
Sure. It's 2 big guys wrestling, but it's whack. Yeah. It's like polar opposite of Priest versus Cross. We spoke about at the top of the show. I don't remember anything that actually really happens. I'm pretty sure there is a 30-second segment where Hogan just does continuous leg drops. And they shoot it from a camera angle where they are not hitting Taker in any way. And Taker just keeps moving his face towards the camera. So you see his open eyes just look into the camera going, yep, not hit me. Yep, not hit me. That's weird. It's just fucking terrible. I don't really kind of remember what happens. All I know is then Taker wins. And that actually surprised me. It actually surprised me. Because I thought, they're going to screw you over. They're just going to have Hulk keep winning for a little bit. And then, I don't know, maybe lose it to SummerSlam. They're going to ride this out for some bollocks. But no, instead he just loses the next pay-per-view. So why did he win it? In pay-per-view before? Bollocks.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd much rather have been like Triple H versus Taker for the belt if they're going to switch it.
Exactly. And to be honest, I think that's why I then kind of liked the Hell in the Cell, because I went back and I was like, so Trips is in this match with Y2J and having a good match. And yet the actual undisputed title match that's main eventing is this bollocks.
Yeah.
It's just fucking terrible. And I will leave you with the line that was read by Jim Ross. Hulkamania might not be dead, but by God, it's on life support. That's an actual line that he says at the end of the pay-per-view.
If only that was fucking true.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that pretty much wraps up Judgment Day 2002.
Right.
Bollocks.
So, my next question, Andrew, is
Yes.
you rated Backlash
Yes, I did.
2.5 dog shit.
2.5
out of
dog
5.
shit indeed. A 2.5 bit dog shit.
So, first question is,
Hmm?
do you want to change that score?
I don't know. Nah, it was dog shit. I'll leave that as a 2. No, we'll keep that as a 2.5. I'll give this a 3.
You thought this show was better?
I'd like to possibly see the card again, but Eddie versus RVD, it's okay. Hardys versus Lesnar wasn't terrible. The in-between stuff with Devon and then Booker. You enjoyed Kurt versus Edge, maybe a little bit more than me. Hell in a Cell was okay. That's about it, but I don't know.
See, I thought Backlash was way better. I watched Backlash in one sitting. Didn't take me ages to get into it. I actually put my phone down and watched it. Judgment Day, I was like, okay, pick phone up. No, put it down because I need to be watching this if we're going to talk about it. And I found it a really hard slog to watch this.
Oh, I text you saying it's a slog, but I feel it's probably on par with kind of how Backlash was.
To be honest, though, I'm going to be hopeful for King of the Ring. As technically that's the 5th pay-per-view, the big 5 at the time, Andrew.
Okay.
So King of the Ring is the 5th one.
Cool.
So I'm holding out a bit more optimism for King of the Ring.
But at the moment, I'm still sticking with Backlash was 2.5 dog shit.
Yep.
This was 3 out of 5 bollocks. I'm not saying 3 is good. I don't know what I'm going to describe 5 as if we actually get a 5, which I fucking doubt. But yeah.
Are you going to call it bonerific?
No.
Right. Okay. Just throwing some names out there for you.
No, that's ever been a word you think I'd have said?
No.
No.
What about stonker?
Maybe. Yeah. I've definitely described myself as having a stonk on before, so yeah. Oh Christ, is it actually going to end the show on that? Shit me. Oh, we are Champed Up Last, and yes, there is more witty repartee such as that to be found on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please search for Champs Up Last. Please do. You can also find this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, any others you sort of choose to mention. Please do go check us out. And join us next time where we will be watching King of the Ring. And who knows what I will say about it. Have a good evening, everybody. Lee, I will catch you soon, no doubt.
Yep, you will indeed. Peace out.